Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Kickin' It. I'm your host, Kayna, and today I am kicking it with Josh Irving. He is gonna sit down with us and talk just a little bit about the Pro 16 League, some things he's looking forward to, and we're also gonna get to know him a little bit off the court as well. Josh, before we get started, why don't you just give a brief introduction to yourself?
So I'm 6'11", probably that's my main identifying factor. I'm class of 2026, and I play for Pasadena High School. I'm from Pasadena, California, and yeah.
Why don't you just tell us a bit about your basketball journey, what got you into the game?
So as a kid, it used to be me and my dad and my family. We would watch like the Lakers and Kobe on TV, and yeah, just watching Kobe just inspired me to play. And yeah, that's when my dad put up a hoop in the backyard, and we'd be spending afternoon after afternoon, nighttime after nighttime in the backyard, just putting shots up.
Okay. What would you say is something throughout your career that's kept you motivated to keep improving?
I'd say definitely my family. Like, I love my family. I want to give back to them as much as I can because they've done so much for me. So my goal is to get to the pros so I can give back to my family and yeah, just play with all the grades.
At what point in your career did you realize, I'm pretty good at this, I can maybe make it to the next level?
I'd say in 6th grade, we played in a middle school league, and I was playing with some of my friends from school, and I'd be blocking kid after kid, and my parents would record the video and we watch the footage back, and that's how I'm like, dang, like I'm a little bit tall, I could play a little bit of defense, so yeah, that's when it definitely hit me that like I could hoop a little bit.
Okay, awesome. If you had to describe your game using 3 key aspects, what would you say those 3 things are?
I'd most definitely say defense. I'm a very defensive-oriented player. I like to get stuff off the glass, get in the air, like get the rebounds, and kick to the guards, push the ball up. I'd definitely say I'm more of a down-low type of guy. Like I could catch the ball in a post, get to my spots, get to my hook, get the ball up, and the last factor I'd definitely say is shooter. It's more of like an underrated kind of one of my characteristics because as much as I think I'm a good shooter, I don't take as many shots as I want to. So over the season, I'm trying to plan to take more shots, get to my spot a little bit more, and yeah, just handle the ball.
So sounds like more of a traditional big man, right? Which isn't super common anymore, but who are some players in the NBA that you watch and study and try to shape your game after?
I would definitely say like Evan Mobley. Like he's very similar in body frame to me, and there's players like Jokic who has one of the most like elite touches like around the basket. He can get to his floater. He has very good playmaking skills, which like sets him apart from everybody. Then there's players like Chet Holmgren, who's like a hustle, like a lob threat, like get stuff off the glass. And of course, there's Wemby, like block everything. Like any shots go up has to be blocked. So, yeah, I like steal a lot from them because like I have the same frame and I'm very athletic, so I can get stuff off the glass and get all the rebounds. So,
okay, if you could take a skill from any past or current NBA player and add it to your game, what skill would that be?
I would have to say like D Rose's speed. If I had his speed, like I can catch a rebound and just push the ball up the court. That'd be like such an elite skill to have. Because like I'm also like a shooting threat, so I can get to the basket too with that speed. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, pretty unstoppable. We're gonna switch here just a little bit to some off-court stuff. So what are some interests and passions that you have?
Off the court, I'm more of a music type of guy. I used to play a lot of instruments, and I took a lot of music classes in school, and I played like 5 instruments, and I'm not more of like a listening type of music. I like playing music more. So it used to be a hobby before I hopped into basketball, which took over everything. So
What 5 instruments do you play?
I played the cello, violin, a little bit of piano. I played trumpet, and over the summer, like during one of these summer courses I took, they taught us how to play the ukulele a little bit. So.
Okay, cool. I play the piano too, so that's
it's a
cool.
very great instrument.
Yeah. If you weren't playing basketball or if basketball wasn't in the picture, what career-wise would you see yourself doing?
I'd say probably like math, field, science field, because I'm more of like math. I'm very smart, and I feel like I could do good in those types of classes. Or if that didn't really work out, I'd say probably business. Get into the business field.
Okay. So you said you're smart. What's your GPA?
I think right now it's like a 3.7, and finished last semester with a 4.0. And I'm focusing heavily on grades. Like that's probably the most important part, because that shows who you are as a person. Like, if you really want to work, like if you can handle all the work. So
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any pregame rituals or something game day that you got to do to get yourself locked in?
I don't really have any rituals. It's more or less just like I play some music and just lock in. Like we hop in the car, we on the game. I'm just on my phone listening to music, just get my mind focused, getting ready to go, and got to play hard. So
I know you like to make music, but as far as listening to music, who are some of your favorite artists or favorite songs?
Off the court, I'd say Kendrick. I like listening to Kendrick a lot. Off the court, to get ready for a game, I'd have to say YoungBoy, because he just has that energy, you know, in his song to give you that little push, you know what I'm saying? You got to go, like, so.
Okay. What is a memory that you have either on the court or off the court with your teammates?
I'd have to say in Vegas, we was in the Tarkanian Classic for high school, and we just won the game that we played that day, and we went back to the hotels, and I was sleeping because I had to get my rest. I'm not really like a late time type of guy, so I was sleeping, and they decided to play a little prank. They poured water on me while I was sleeping.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I was mad, but it was fun, and it was fun to just joke around with my teammates on the court, and that's just one of the staple memories.
So you were on the Pro 16 last year. What are some things that you're looking to prove this year, now that you're in your second season?
I want to prove that I could be an all-star type of player. I want to prove that I could do everything on the floor, like getting the board, shooting the ball, being a high-level scorer. Like, I just want to increase my role. Like, last year I played more of a defensive role, and I was more just like get the blocks, grab the rebound, just give it to the guard, go set the screen. Now I want to up my game a little bit to more like scoring-wise, catch high posts, turn face, catch top of the key. If I'm open, just shoot it. And I just want to prove that all the work I've been putting in over this summer, it's just been working. So,
With that being your goal, what has your off season maybe shifted a little bit to the things you work on now?
So the off season is shifted less from like defensive stuff and more to like offensive stuff. Like day to day, we're working on like just touch, like form shots, just getting your touch right around the basket. A lot of post moves, like because you got to be able to finish down low if you get the chance. And I'd say a lot of like top of the key, outside, just two bounce finish types of moves, and a lot of shooting, because you're gonna get a lot of opportunities to shoot in the game. And yeah, I've just been shifting more towards those and less towards defensive stuff, because I'm already a high caliber defensive player. So I want to up my offensive game now. So.
Now, last year you played up with the 17s. So what takeaways do you have from that last season now going into this year?
I definitely took away from the fact that all those guys played hard. Like they all played like they had like nothing to lose. Like this is their last chance to play, and they all was playing for something. And I just didn't get that at the time. So now I understand. Now as I'm older, I got the experience. I'm able to understand that those guys were just playing hard. They tried to get to the next level, and that's going to be me. So.
Is there any team specifically that you're really looking forward to playing?
I definitely have to say BTI. They beat us 2 times last year, and it sucks both those times that we lost, because I really wanted to win against them, because my freshman summer I played with BTI, and they was most definitely an option before joining Clint. And yeah, I saw Robert Eichart in the in the gym during the first tournament in Sacramento, and I'm like, man, I gotta beat him. I just want to show him that, I made the right choice playing with Clint. And we didn't win, but I learned a lot. But I feel like next year or this summer, I definitely could get him. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll make sure that we got that game highlighted for us. I'm sure that'll be a big one. Let's talk just a little bit about recruitment. So walk us through that first phone call and that first offer you got. What did that feel like?
So I was in school, and it was during practice, and we finished practice, and we walking out the gym into the locker room. I was charging my phone, and I picked up my phone, and I see a text message from a coach at San Francisco, and I was shocked. I was like, man, this can't be real. And he wanted to call me later when I got home, and I finished my homework. I was just sitting in my chair in my room, just waiting for the call. Like I was hugged onto my phone, just waiting for the call. And he called me, talked a little bit, said they've been watching me, and they seen I've been improving and shown what type of player I could be. And that's when I opened my door, just quietly on the phone, to talk to my dad in another room. And the coach said, we'd like to offer you a scholarship. And that's when I secretly flashed my dad, and we both started freaking out on the phone. And as soon as that hung up, we just started freaking out, hugging, going crazy.
That's awesome. That's a great story to have. What is something that you use to keep yourself motivated, as you get those offers, but you still want to improve, you still want more, you still want championships? What is something that you lean on to keep you motivated? I
definitely say it's more like a personal journey, growth type of thing. Like me, I'm naturally a hard worker, so I always want to put in as much work as I can to achieve the goal I want. And my goal is to play in the pros, so I'm always going to be putting in that work, and that's just my motivation, really. And also to take care of my family, as I said earlier.
Okay. So to wrap up, I just have one more question. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
I could see myself playing in the NBA. With my skill set, I have a lot of NBA player comparisons, and it's definitely a possibility if I keep putting in the work, showing what I could be. And yeah, I could definitely see playing in the NBA. So.
Okay. Cool. Well, Josh, thanks so much for kicking it with me. I know we're all really excited for this year, and I know you guys are going to bring a lot to the court, and we're really excited. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and make sure you check back next week to see who we're kicking it with next.